Hi, this is Nick from MyComputerMaintenanceTips.com. Yesterday I made a little video about how to easily back up your computer with a Western Digital external hard drive. Now, if you have an external hard drive, you might not either have that option because it's not a Western Digital, or you might not even just have a external hard drive, which I recommend getting for the sake of backing up your files. Because, as I will show you, the other types of backup are not as reliable and they're more of a pain to the user. So first I'm going to start with, you can just, if you have just important stuff on your desktop, you copy, you right click on them and copy them, just like highlight them all at once, and any ones with the arrows on them, those are shortcuts, and don't even bother with those because they're not going to work after you redo your computer, because those programs aren't really installed, so they're not going to lead to anywhere. So you want to copy, and you want to go to your My Computer here in the Start menu, and you're going to want to make a backup folder. You want to go right click, you want to go to New, you want to make a folder and name it Backup, or whatever you want to name it, but Backup's easiest. And for your user account, you want to make your name here, and you want to go Start, and you want to go to your username because it has all this stuff under it. If you want to copy all this stuff and other stuff too, your downloads are here, your favorites, your links, other stuff, your documents, music, pictures, videos, and other documents you might have saved in here, and your desktop too, so you don't have to worry about copying this stuff separately. It's going to have your desktop, all your desktop stuff here. Once again, all these shortcuts aren't going to work once you redo your computer. They'll automatically come back up when you reinstall those programs, which you'll probably definitely end up doing anyways because you use those. So you come to Nick, this is me, you copy everything in here, copy, and then you go to your other external source here and you paste them in there. Now I'll show you why I'm doing it this way instead of going instead of doing it this way, instead of coming to My Computer here and go to Users, go to My Computer, go to Users, and I can copy this whole folder, but it's not going to work because it's locked here, because it needs a password and whatever, and it needs an administrative privileges. So if I copy and paste this onto my external backup, it will not work. It will copy like two little files that you don't even use. They're not pertinent to anything that you're going to use because everything else is protected. So you want to actually double click this, and you want to copy everything like this, and then right click it, copy it, and then you're going to want to come in here in your separate Nick folder and you want to paste it like that. Then your other user, make another user folder. This is if you have more than one user on your computer, which I don't. I don't have another user on my computer. We'll pretend this public folder is another computer, which public really never has anything important in it, but I'll just pretend that's another user. The other users are going to have this lock symbol on their folder too, so which means you have to actually double click and go into that folder and copy everything in here, and then paste it into their folder, each separately. And if you're not that user, and you go to double click theirs, it might actually ask you for their password before you can copy their stuff. So that's what you do. You double click, you go in here, copy it to your other source in that folder, your external hard drive in this case. Now, you might not have an external hard drive, so it's going to be a little tougher for you. You're going to want to go to Start and go to Computer, and if you have a DVD in, DVD can only hold so much, like 4.7 gigabytes I think a full DVD is. Or this one says, yeah, 4.38 gigabytes, so that's as much as you could put on there, which that doesn't even cover this stuff right here. So I can't even put all this stuff on here. It'll tell me that there's not enough space. It'll only put a few different things on. So you're going to have a lot of DVDs if you want to do your full Nick, all your stuff from Nick. If you want to do all this, because I have a lot of stuff, my documents. I have a lot of stuff in here. I have stuff in camera, a lot of stuff here. I have a lot of stuff that my music. This music alone, I have 85 different artists, which makes this folder. Properties. This folder is 33.6 gigabytes. That would take you about probably 100 DVDs just for the music folder. So you're going to want to stay away from DVDs. Get yourself an external hard drive. Put them on there. If you have a flash drive or a couple, you're going to need a couple different flash drives. But you can, the same thing with the external hard drive. Copying procedure. You go here on your flash drive and paste it in your backup folder. But external hard drive's the way to go. And that's it for this segment from mycomputermaintenance.com. I hope you can use this if you didn't know how to already. That's probably the most simple way you can copy, paste, back up your files. And if not, I'm going to show you next time how to use the cloud, either Google Drive, SkyDrive, or the iCloud, which are the three that I use. And they usually give you 5 gigabytes of free space for your backup files. You can upload a few videos on there and a bunch of documents. That's probably mostly what you're going to use those for. And you can purchase from those different space amounts. But for now, that concludes our manual copy paste to external sources for your system backup from mycomputermaintenance.com.